Please welcome Umby Winter!
Hello! Don't worry, I'm not a character actor, I'm just a goth. Hello, delightful to be here. Before I get started on my material, I want to talk about something I heard during the break. I'm not going to call anyone out, I'm not going to point you out, but I did hear, as I was out there at the front having a cigarette, I did hear someone say, oh, well, yeah, you know, the French do smell. And then whoever said that clearly remembered it's International Women's Day and went, well, French men. So hello, my name is Umby. I am the them of the Femmes and Thems. Yeah. I am the titular. Well, not titular. I am the singular them. You know, you do get the people, the sort of the grammar people who are like, oh, well, they, them can't be singular. And I'm like, yeah, then why am I lonely? But no, I am a goth. I like dressing goth. I know I am aware that I do look a bit like a wizard at a funeral. Don't worry about that. No one can heckle me worse than someone who once called me Van Helsing. It's fine. But I thought I'd be a bit bold for my fashion tonight. I'm wearing these leather leggings. I'm wearing a singlet that I bought for the first time. Did not prepare with the singlet, and I am sorry if I bring your attention to this. The cupping, if I took and rearrange, because I had to make a choice. The singlet is very thin at the bottom. I had to like, okay, it's gonna cup the dick or it's gonna cup the balls. I've made my choice. Don't look. I've made my choice. I've made my choice because if I'd gone the other way, it would have looked like an upside-down Mickey Mouse silhouette. So, one on either side. And isn't it refreshing in 2020? You know, you used to get like the sort of predominantly men being like, oh, I don't like how women comedian always talk about their vaginas. Now in 2023, you've got women comedian talking about their cocks. So yes, so I am. My name is Umby. I'm non-binary. It is interesting being a non-binary comedian because, and if anyone, by the way, doesn't know what a non-binary person is, basically it just means that I'm neither a man nor a woman. I'm outside. I'm in between. I am just like you, though. When I do wake up in the morning and get dressed, I do put my pants on one leg and my skirt on the other one. But yeah, it's weird being a non-binary comedian because like the comedy industry doesn't know what to do with me at the minute. I am somehow not female enough for male acts to sexually harass me. But I am too female for men to find me funny. So I wasn't pointing at the cameraman being like, yeah, he thinks I fucking suck. It's International Women's Day, how dare you? But no, I am actually undergoing the medical components of a transition, even though I don't fully identify as a woman. So for that label, I don't like to call myself a trans woman. I don't like that label. I do prefer to think of myself as a recovering man. I have identified I have a problem, I am taking the steps to fix it. But as anyone who's ever been in recovery can tell you, you know, sometimes you'll relapse, and I'll relapse. Sometimes I'll fall back into my old manly ways and, like, build a shed. Change the oil on a car. I don't know, what do men do? Kill a woman? I'll kill a woman. Men do that statistically. And obviously it's very traumatic when I go through these relapses, you know, as it is for anyone who goes through recovery. The good news, though, is that when I go through these relapses, I do get paid more for gigs. So... swings and roundabouts. Not here, though! Not at the Frog and Bucket! I'm not getting paid at all! But I got catcalled for the first time the other day. Yeah, has anyone here been catcalled before? Some of you are lying. No, very, very, I don't know how to feel about it, because, like, on the one hand, sexual harassment, on the other hand, ooh, I pass. But it was an interesting experience, just walking down the street, minding my own business, and a voice shouts out, "Get your tits out, love! Get your tits out!" What now? What is the next stage in this transaction? Do you want it? It's warm. What's your name then, my bearded friend? Matty? There you go, Matty, a little souvenir from the gig. No, I would, yeah, because otherwise I'm walking home lopsided. So. No, that's not the real reason. I don't want to besmirch your character there, Matty, but you look like if I leave you with it, I'll get it back wet. So. But thank you for coming. To the show. I never know which bathroom to use. Do I go into the women's bathroom and be possibly accused of being a creep, of a pervert, of invading women's spaces? Or I can go into the men's bathroom where I can be murdered. No, I do still go into the men's room for a couple of reasons. The main reason is there is nothing better than walking out of the men's room as a man is walking into the men's room and seeing him question his entire reality. Like, I am gaslighting men just by existing. The sort of J.K. Rowling wannabes will be like, "You're making women feel unsafe." I'm like, no, I am making men feel unsafe. I am doing my part, sisters! My favourite sort of instance of bathroom confusion happened at a gig in Liverpool. Because here's the thing, right? Like, it doesn't matter how feminine I look, doesn't matter how I dress, how much makeup I wear, there is always a chance that there will be some turf cult who will be like, "You don't belong in here." But the thing is, it doesn't matter how feminine I look, if I'm in the men's room at a urinal, there'll be men going, "I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but it stands to piss, so it's part of the ship, part of the crew." Yeah, my favourite example is my favourite story of this. At a gig in Liverpool, I was in the men's room, I was at the urinal, I was doing my thing. I hear the door open up, and I hear a man go, "Oh, wrong room," and the door closes behind me. Half a second later, the door opens again, I hear that same man going, and in this moment I'm thinking, shit, okay, I don't know how this man's going to react. Anger, confusion, violence, or maybe he's embarrassed, maybe he thinks he's made a social faux pas. I need to let this man know that there are no enemies here, that we're all on the same team. So I just went, "You're fine." Admittedly, the full body spin probably wasn't there. Got the bloke next to me absolutely soaking. Well, you guys have been delightful. I'm gonna end on this one little story. I would love to stay. You're an absolutely fantastic crowd, but unfortunately there are other funny people who are going to come on and give you exactly more of good comedy, and I would be... I cannot think, as much as I do not identify as a man, I cannot think of anything that is worse optics than the one penised person on the lineup tonight being like, "No! The show's about me now!" So I'm going to end on this story. This is the story of how I was the victim of a hate crime. It gets funny. You all seem like a cool, sort of liberal crowd. You all know what the transgender pride flag looks like, yes? Just for anyone who doesn't, I have brought a little reminder. This is the transgender pride. Yeah! Fabric! Woo! Now, this was hanging from the bedroom window in my house. I'm very proud in my house. Not proud enough to iron it, apparently, but... This was hanging from the bedroom window in my house. I come home from a gig one night to see that the window has been smashed in. Someone has thrown a brick through my bedroom window. Very traumatic. Now I go up to the bedroom and there is the flag lying among the broken glass. There is the offending brick, but around the brick is a bit of paper. Someone has left me a note. Now I go over to the offending brick, I unravel the bit of paper and I read the note. On that note is just 2 words, but I will remember those 2 words until the day I die. Fuck Argentina. I've been Umby Winters, thank you very much.